After the lockdown was lifted on the 1st of this month, people were let loose, given the chance to move about freely in society. Though authorities continue to urge the populace to only make essential journeys, looking at the volume of people on streets makes one question whether that's what's really happening. Though the freedoms have returned, there are some baggage people might be dragging around with them from the wave's peak phase, and they're psychological.
At the height of the illness, many people were in severe fear and anxiety. We all know when we are anxious, anxiety can have physical symptoms as well. We can see your heart will start beating, or we might start breathing fast. We may sweat, our hands may tremble, we may get headaches. So a lot of people thought when they become anxious, when they got these symptoms, especially breathing difficulties and feeling shortness of breath, they thought that they are going to get COVID, and then the anxiety increases. Little by little, that situation is coming down now. People's fear is reducing. Of course, a certain amount of fear is always good, but that will help people to take precautions.
The symptoms of post-COVID, or long COVID, as it is also called, are now well documented. New studies have found that a person who recovers from the virus may suffer from long COVID even after 90 to 180 days after the infection.
Now, in the post-COVID state, people continue to have symptoms like fatigue and lack of energy and shortness of breath. And many people have mild depressive symptoms, which is well known even after other viral infections. Especially after a severe post-COVID infection, many people have symptoms of depression, like persistent sadness, not enjoying the things that usually do, lack of interest, lack of motivation. They may have poor sleep, feeling tired all the time, and not having the pleasure in the usual pleasurable activities. If these symptoms are there all the time, throughout the day, and it's affecting you and your life or the way you function, I think you need to get help. For the vast majority, this will go off with time.
However, some experts say that constantly dwelling on the virus and its effects may prolong possible long COVID periods in adults. But as for children, it's different.
වාසනාවකට දරුවන්ගේ එවැනි විශේෂ තත්ත්ව දීර්ඝකාලීන පවතින තත්ත්ව සහ විශේෂයෙන්ම දරුවන්ට ඔවුන්ගේ සාමාන්‍ය දිනදා කටයුතු කරගෙන යාමට බලපාන තරම් විශේෂ තත්ත්වයක් ගැන අපිට එහෙම විශේෂයෙන් වාර්තා වෙලා නැහැ. ඒ ඊට හොඳ තත්ත්වයක්. සහ දැනට අපිට ලෝකයේ දක්නට ලැබෙන ඒ විස්තර අනුව ඔවුන්ට දීර්ඝකාලීනව තියෙන බලපෑම වැඩිහිටියන්ට සාපේක්ෂව අවමත්.
With the disruptions caused by the pandemic, the people's livelihoods were also adversely impacted. Pondering on these negative effects could well lead to depression. After all, 5% of the adults in the world suffer from depression. That's 1 in 20.
Many people have lost their jobs, they have reduced incomes, they are unable to pay their loans, pay for their children's education. And this has led to stress as well as to depression. Some of them may not have the severe depressive symptoms, but they may get more irritable than usual. So families should recognize these as depressive symptoms.
It is also no secret that frivolous behavior from the part of the public could lead to another surge in new case numbers, which will invariably see the lockdown cycle being repeated. So it is in the hands of the public to break the cycle. After all, there are still more restrictions which are yet to be fully lifted, though people might not realize it. Interprovincial travel is still restricted and workplaces and shops still have capacity limitations.
If these activities are adhered and there will be no adverse consequences, definitely there will be much more relaxation in the coming days. However, if not, probably this will be delayed. So therefore, act responsibly and make sure that we are not going to behave in any way that will promote the spread of the disease.
Pocket එකට ෆිට් වෙන new Axe Ticket perfume.